Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. Despite the claims of Nnamdi Kanu, despite people's controversy and condemnation, despite also the fact that some clergymen are speaking for and against, but there's some that are actually speaking with one voice openly without caring whose ears being God, openly declaring their full support. In fact, insisting that it's very spiritual. Opening up, not caring what will happen to them. They're saying that Biafra must come, not just Biafra coming, but the fact that there's some certain persons who actually desire that Igbo should be slaves, but they're saying that Biafrans are they're awake now and they've woken up from their slumber. Definitely Biafra would come. But while they are still at it, okay, some persons are now giving their full support, both spiritual and physical, over Biafra actualization, over ESN, over security issues in Biafra agitation. There are some persons also that are already calling out Nnamdi Kanu over the 25 provinces he actually lay claim to, saying that is part of old Eastern region. Honestly, it is bubbling on social media. Some persons are even warning that he should be careful because he shouldn't forget that Obibo, he had a fracas, had little fracas with Governor Nyesom Wike of Rivers State, where Nyesom Wike openly declared that he's not a Biafran and definitely he is not from Southeast, that he is from South and he remains so. A lot of controversies are actually trailing this particular news, and of course many persons are speaking seriously over their provinces or over their states and local government being inclusive. Honestly, it is interesting. But before we go into the news proper and further analysis, we'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. While some are against, a whole lot are also for. Let's go into the news proper. The leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, on Thursday, released his own version of the map of Biafra after he was warned by the government to stay clear of Benue State. The map he released was made up of 25 provinces, which was dominated by the Southeast and the South Nigerian geopolitical zones. Let's continue. From Nnamdi Kanu's map, the 25 provinces include Agbo, that's actually in Delta State, Asaba in Delta State, Aba is in Abia State, Owerri is in Imo State, Umuahia, which is Abia, Olu is in Imo State, Ikotekpene is Akwa Ibom, Uyo is Akwa Ibom, Eket is Akwa Ibom, Ogoja is Cross River, Calabar is Cross River, Enugu is Enugu, Oji River, Enugu, Oka in Anambra, Onisha in Anambra, Nnewi in Anambra, Okigwe in Imo State, Anang in Akwa Ibom, Abakaliki in Ebonyi, Yenagwa in Bayelsa, Warri in Delta, Ahwada in Rivers State, Ugeli in Delta State, Degema in Rivers, and Port Harcourt also in Rivers State. A lot of controversies are trailing this, but let's continue with the news. Following the release of the map, the IPOB leader said the Biafra will practice a confederation system of government when it is actualized. For better understanding, he referred his followers to the constitutions of the United Arab Emirates and Swaziland. Kanu's statement reads, "It is my principled stand that Biafra shall be a secular, democratic, and pure confederation comprised of constitutive nationalities or micronations that are within the territorial space of Biafra, a union of equal nations in perpetuity. No nationality, not even the majority, will be dominant. There will be no minority ethnic group, irrespective of size and population. Every nationality will be a majority in their own political space." If you ask me, that sounds good enough. But yet, there seems to be so much controversies trailing this news. And I asked myself, why would anybody want to, go against such a very interesting demography, very interesting analogy, that there won't be minority regardless of if, okay, you can imagine, for example, people like maybe the Anangs, or you look at people like the Abakaliki, or the people from Agbo or Saba, they are not they don't like the Anangs in particular, they don't speak Igbo, and they are now saying that they're going to be a majority even in this nation. If you ask me, it looks like a win-win. But Nigerians, quite a lot of them are saying a no. Of course, some persons are saying, what is wrong with this analogy? Don't forget, we've been moving back and forth over this issue. The very first time Nnamdi Kanu mentioned it, a lot of persons have been screaming and yelling. But there's an observation I noticed about this 25 province. I seem not to have seen Benue State. And maybe it's just a slip of writing, I do not know, but maybe eventually there may be a little more addition, I don't know, but there seem not to be Benue State. But whatever the case is, some persons are saying, remove us from this place, we don't want to be part of Biafra. Some persons are saying, we are already part of Biafra. I feel at this rate, referendum would need to come in. Okay, but then I'm kind of perturbed. How would the map look like? You can imagine maybe the Igbos are living, or the Biafran community in, for instance, let's say Delta, for instance, we take it for instance now, maybe the Delta, and the Igbo community is actually in between the map of Nigeria. How would they carve it? That's where a lot of technicalities will be involved here, a whole lot of technicalities. But some persons of the opinion that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should just calm down. When the time comes, referendum should come in place. Some other Nigerians are saying that it's because of the oil. But Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has actually explained about that issue of oil. That he's not even interested in oil. That he's going to give it for bilateral trade for free, just to encourage trade business, between countries, Biafran and other countries of the world. Okay, but just to tell you that the oil doesn't really, thrill him that much as people are thinking. It's all about the oil. But as it is, quite a number of persons have said a lot about I would have said personal opinion now. I would have said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should just let that one lie low first. The tax seemed to be bigger. All right, let it lie low. Like somebody will say, cross the bridge. Then when you cross the bridge, you not take the costs of costing. Just make the move. Like some person said in some of the commentary, which is some have been quite insultive. I'm trying not to go into it. Some persons have been saying so much. Okay, let me just take one comment so you have an idea of what I'm saying here. This man here said, a man that is creating a country from exile. I don't know what to call this. Is it funny or terrible? And that's to give you an idea the kind of comments that are here. While some are calling him a ambitious dreamer, while some are also calling him a supreme leader who seem to know what is happening in the country. Some are already calling him a prophet of their time. But if you ask me for the now, because of so much tensions here and there, concentrate on the task ahead. Then when the time is right, nobody will tell anybody anything. By the time you see situation at hand, you will decide for yourself whom you will follow. Like the Holy Book says, choose this day whom you will follow. When the time is right, you will just see. You will not even need to begin to convince. Things will just fall in shape. I feel that get it first and see how many people, when you now ask for a referendum, see how many people will follow. Well, that's where we're going to wrap it up. What's the take on what is going on? It's really bubbling on social media, and I'm wondering, if you check the analogy, it's not a bad one. But why is everybody reject? Why are some persons, not everybody now, why are some persons still questioning?